Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and as you got it, we are going to reorganize my bookshelves. So these two beauties were moved from another room because I needed a beautiful space to film my videos for YouTube. And at the time I didn't have a spare minute to organize anything. I actually barely had any time to even put the books on the shelves. That's why we're doing it today together. I don't have much time again, as usually, but anyway, at least something is better than nothing. So I have books in 3 languages here, which is Russian on the top shelf, then Ukrainian on the second, and some of the Russians, more Ukrainian ones here, then hardcovers in English and paperbacks. A beautiful plant, and this thing has been a mess here because my baby's playing with it all the time, so I'm gonna fix that as well. Some artificial candles, real candles. What I want to do today for sure is I want to divide the books to the ones I read and the ones I didn't, because I just like it this way much more. I haven't been reading for the last 2 weeks a lot, and I realized that when the books are this way, I'm just, getting lost when I come up to the bookshelf, because I can't understand what I want to read and which ones were already read. So that's why I want to divide that for sure. Probably I will keep this shelf the way it is, because it's already like I know where it starts from this book. Like, these are the ones I read and these are not, and maybe this one will stay the same, but all the others I will change for sure. And I also am still thinking if I want to keep them this way, like 2 shelves of Ukrainians, 2 shelves of English, and so on, or I want to keep like 1 bookshelf full of Ukrainian and Russian books and the other one only English ones. Anyway, let's wipe, first we're going to take the books off, then wipe the shelves and start organizing them. Whatever it's called, the thing I will need, my coffee, of course. Good one. I also have a small table there where I'm gonna put the books, and you might be interested in why. I'm not sure you can see. Let me look. Yeah, so you see like these shelves, and they also have the bottom shelves. So the 4 of them are empty. Why? Because I have a 1-year-old in my household, and he loves books. He loves playing with books, reading books, just, bringing books to other rooms, hiding them, and so on. So I cannot at the moment put books on the bottom shelves, unfortunately. So even when I don't have enough space, I will probably try to put them somewhere here. But anyway, this is how things are at the moment. And yeah, let's get started. This is just a beautiful box I got at Winners, I guess. I have all my stickers in here, just stuff, bookish stuff. And then another box with all of my, can you see that? With all of my bookmarks. I forgot to tell you that when I finish doing all of these, I will give you some kind of a tour, show you every book I have on my shelf. baby's flashcards here. I'll probably put them somewhere. Don't know where yet. And some stuff I don't need here, like old stickers. Everything I have left for buying books. Like $5 and like $7. Everything I have. Funny, but not. Where to put them? I don't have enough space in this room. I just figured. I probably want to keep this shelf as it is and maybe change this one a little bit, but mostly also keep this one as it is. I will tell you about this later. So this is how things are going at the moment. Like, those are the books I don't have space for anywhere. And then I have these here, right here. Feeling hungry. This is going to take longer than I thought. Who cares? Let's move on. Not so full, but better. Fix this little guy here. So the way I want to do it is I probably want to put the ones I've read here and the ones I did not here. And probably I will mix Ukrainian and Russian ones and then put English ones separately. Let's see how it works. Haven't read so many books. Like, is that everything I've read? No. No, I have more here. The problem is you always need more space all the time. All the time. Like all the time. all done with the Russian and Ukrainian books. Let's move on to the English ones. I very much like to keep this shelf empty for the books that I will read in the future, but unfortunately I have only 2 shelves left and I'm not sure those are gonna fit in here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. My God, what am I gonna do? I don't know what to do. You know what? I have books that I've bought, like 10 more other books that must fit on this shelf. I'll probably put them in here, but anyway, what shall I say? I can see absolutely nothing. Like, I need another shelf. So this is how the shelves look right now. I have all the Russian books, mostly classics here. Then Ukrainians that I've read right here. Then the ones I haven't read here, the ones I've read here. Then these were not read, Ukrainians. These are the English ones that are read, and then the last shelf is the books I haven't read in English, both hardcovers and paperbacks. Let's look at all of them closer. This shelf is mostly classic books in Russian. This is my favorite edition. I have a Forsyth Saga here by John Galsworthy, Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell, An American Tragedy by Theodore Dreiser, Three Musketeers by Alexander Dumas. We'll probably, you know what, change these because these are different authors. Then I have Theodore Dreiser again, his sister Carrie and Janie Gerhard, Archibald Cronin and his 3 books. I could not find the translation to all of them, like these I could not find. This is Stars Look Down, The Spanish Gardener and the Judas Tree. Then Gustave Flaubert, I think he's called, and Guy de Maupassant. French authors also unfortunately did not have time to look up the names of these books. This is George Eliot and Her Meal on the Floss, Thomas Hardy, like Away from Madding Crowd, I guess. The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck, Maurice Druon, Leo Tolstoy and his Anna Karenina, Archibald Cronin and Three Loves by him, which I've read, John Irving and Cider House Rules, and Rosamund Pilcher and her Winter Solstice. Also the shelf with Russian books, these are all classics and they're divided like these 3 I read, these I did not. I will tell you only the names of the authors. Somerset Maugham, Jack London, Francis Burnett, Patrick Zuskind,
I believe, Eric Maria Remarque, Aldous Huxley, Mary Shelley, Sylvia Plath. Then I have these 5 books by Alison Ware: Lady Elizabeth, The Marriage Game, The Innocent Traitor. This one is about Henry VIII, don't remember the name, and Anne of Cleves. Then 2 books by Jane Austen, Mansfield Park and The Persuasion, Lady Chatterley's Lover by David Herbert Lawrence, and The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte. And then here I have Jodi Picoult, her 19 Minutes, Project Ave Maria by Andy Weir, Mario Puzo and His Godfather, Jonathan Coe, Mr. Wilder and Me, Chanel Clearon, When We Left Cuba, 2 books by Jonathan Franzen, which are Purity and Corrections. And these are Ukrainian editions. Babel by Rebecca Kwong, Four Wings by Christine Hanna, Ruth Ware and Her Woman in Cabinet 10, The Witches of Wardy by Anna Bergman, the Sally Hepworth and her, what is it called? Oh my god, the stepmother. The mother-in-law, sorry. Paper Palace by Miranda Cowley Heller, The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, The Lust for Life, Irving Stone, Christine Hanna, The Nightingale, Sisters Under the Dawn's Sun, I believe, by Heather Morris, The Dutch House by Anne Patchett. Very, very beautiful edition. Yeah, I like it. Then I will miss these 3. These are all non-fiction and have long names. Leanne Moriarty and Her Big Little Lies, Shantaram by Gregory David Roberts, The Beloved by Toni Morrison, Color Purple by Alice Walker. This one, sorry, I have to look at the name. Jonathan Safran Foer, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Until the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. This one is by a Ukrainian author. It's called White Room, Maria Margulis. Yoav Bloom and his, I forgot the name, The Coincidence Makers. I'm very excited to read this one. My Dark Vanessa and the emotional intelligence, the child's emotional intelligence. Anyway, I don't like non-fiction names. Raising an emotionally intelligent child, the heart of parenting. Here I have the Harry Potter series, Ray Bradbury and his Fahrenheit 451, 2 books by Russian authors. My grandmother asked me to Say She's Sorry by Frederick Beckman, The House in the Cerulean Sea, The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, Say Only Good Things by Crystal Hefner, Memoirs of Geisha. This one is by a Virginie Grimaldi, who is a French author, so there is only a French name here. The Choice by Edith Egger, 2 books by Donna Tartt, The Secret History and The Goldfinch. Looks the same as English, but hardcover. Great Alone by Christine Hanna, Ruth Ware and Her The Turn of the Key, and Rebecca Yarros and Her The Fourth Wing and the Iron Flame. This is a huge book. Like, these are huge. So this is the shelf with the Ukrainian books and Russian books that I have already read. If you're interested in reviews to any of those, let me know. Here we have 2 books by Stephen King. What's his name correctly? Under the Dome, and the names are very different in Ukrainian, so sorry. The Stand by Stephen King.
Please tell me how to pronounce his name correctly. I have to know. Then I have 3 books by Jennifer Armentrout, From Blood and Ash, for the Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, and the 3rd book in the series, The Crown of Gilded Bones. Then 4 books, so as you see, I have kind of series here. Then I have 4 books by Robert Galbraith, Cuckoo's Calling, Silkworm, The Career of Evil, and Lethal White. Heather Goodenkoff, The Overnight Guest. 2 books by John Mars, which is the Good Samaritan, and What Lies Between Us. Thrillers, these are 3. The Thousand Boy Kisses, Better Than the Movies, again the same as English version. And this one is also a non-fiction, God Is Not One, The 8 Rival Religions That Run the World and Why Their Differences Matter. Moving on to the English books, finally, this is the shelf with the books I've read. The Light We Carry by Michelle Obama, Sidney Sheldon and his The Sky is Falling, Tom Felton and his Beyond the Wound, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, The Christmas Pig by J.K. Rowling, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Hermas, It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, 2 books by Kazuo Ishiguro, Clara and the Sun and The Remains of the Day. I just loved this one a lot. This is one of my favorites and I will reread it one day. Also very excited about reading other Kazuo Ishiguro books. Never Lie by Frida McFadden, The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmer, and Flawless by Elsie Silver, The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Also, this one is the book I can recommend to every single person in this world. Okay, the last 2 shelves. This one I found in a little free library. Have no idea what it is about. Dolly Parton and James Patterson, Run Rose Run. Then Wheel by Will Smith, Sidney Sheldon and his Tell Me Your Dreams and the Stars Shine Down. A Royal Duty by Paul Burrell, Truly Madly Guilty by Leonie Moriarty, Jodie Picoult and Her House Rules and Small Great Things, Emily Giffin, All We Ever Wanted, Sex and Vanity by Kevin Kwan, Faithful by Elise Hoffman, Chances Are by Richard Rousseau, Philippa Gregory and her, let me move you a little bit, Philippa Gregory and her, The Queen, the what queen? The Other Queen, Jonathan Franzen, his Crossroads and Freedom, Atomic Habits by James Clear, 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, Yuval Noah Harari. Then I actually, straight talk, no chaser, I've read another book by Steve Harvey. It's a non-fiction, good to read if you want to improve your relationship with a man or a husband, like your partner. Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks, The Complete Novels by Jane Austen. I just adore this book. Look at this. Look at it. Look at these edges. Like, isn't it just gorgeous? I'm not sure I will ever read anything from this book, but I just love having it on my shelves. And you know what? Like, how many pages do I have here? More than 1,000. Too many. And then the book from the same series, Classic Tales of Christmas. Also, just gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. Gorgeous. The last shelf here. Nina Prose and Her the Maid, The Sunbirds by Christina Clancy, When the World Fell Silent by Donna Jones Allward, I believe this is a Canadian author, Taylor Jenkins Reid, Carrie Soto is Back, The Paper Palace by Miranda Cowley Heller, Sharila Panna, Everyone Here is Lying, Frederic Bachman, The Winners. I've read first 2 books of the series in Ukrainian, and this one has been sitting on my shelves for like 2 years. So I'll probably just order the Ukrainian one and, sorry, just was coughing a lot, and read it in Ukrainian. Bridget to Heaven, Four Treasures of the Sky by Jenny Ting Cha. Don't know how to pronounce the Chinese name, sorry. Dangerous Pleasures by Fiona Zed. The Fortnight in September by R.C. Sharif. The Dead Husband by Carter Wilson. The New Neighbor by Carter Wilson. Men Are from Mars, Women Are from Venus by John Gray. A great read, recommend a lot, I've read it already. Nora Roberts and Her Identity, Lisa Genova, Still Alice. Watched the movie, that's why I want to read the book, I liked it. Frida McFadden, Her, The Housemaid and the Boyfriend. Cutting for Stone by Abraham Verghese. And 2 books by Paulo Coelho, Veronica Decides to Die and The Alchemist. And here, On Christmas Eve by Jeannie Baird, Colleen Hoover and Her, All Your Perfects, Verity, Heartbones, then The Samurai Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, Funny Story by Emily Henry, Commonwealth by Anne Patchett, The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George, The Little Bookshop of Lonely Hearts, and 3 books by Elsie Silver. Only 3 because I've read the first, and these are the following. Heartless, Reckless, Powerless. This is it. I'm really satisfied with how I organized everything, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Did I say that already? If not, then I say now. If yes, then thanks again. Anyway, thumbs up, comment, and a subscription would be greatly appreciated. Also, please let me know in the comments if you'd like me to read any of the books you saw as soon as possible, or you want my reviews to any. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!